Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests in the room.
Good evening.
Starting off with the business session for today's meeting. The first update I have is from the Vice President Education Toastmaster Pavani's side, and that is the exciting contests coming up next week. That is the 23rd of September, namely the table topics contest and the evaluation contest. So for these two contests, there are no eligibility criteria. Any member of Mekong Communication Club can participate in these contests, and if you are interested in participating, please do give your names by Wednesday, that is in a couple of days, to Toastmaster Pavani, Vice President Education. And the chief judge for the same will be Distinguished Toastmaster Subramaniam, and the contest chair is Toastmaster Pavani. So it will be an amazing contest. You will see the best of our club battle it out for the position of first, second and third. And the winners will be moving on to the area level contests happening next month in October. So with that, moving on to the next announcement, that is from the Vice President Membership Toastmasters Sindhushri's side. And this is about the membership renewal that is open for the next 6 months, and that is for October 2024 to March 2025. So the membership renewals are now open, and the cost is 930 rupees per month, which totals to 5,580 rupees for 6 months. And please note that e-transfers are preferred, and once you have made the transfer, please notify our Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Sindhushri, and our Treasurer, Toastmaster Sai Snehal, with a screenshot. So I urge all our members, if you want to continue reaping the benefits of being a member, please do renew your membership at the earliest. With that, I conclude the business session. Over to the Sergeant.
The most iconic chess game of 1996 was held between Deep Blue and Garry Kasparov. Deep Blue is a chess engine that was built at IBM Labs for the express purpose of playing chess. And it was supposed to be the first one that they could scale up well enough to beat a grandmaster, or in fact, the world's best at chess. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So the first game went on and Garry Kasparov lost it. He lost the first of the 6-game series. This was something that no one had expected. And as the game proceeded, the second game was won by Kasparov. The next 2 games were both draws. And the final 2 games, Kasparov won in decisive fashion. He exploited every weakness that computers had at the time and completely destroyed the robot. He agreed to a rematch though, because ego and whatnot. And in 1997, with a few more software upgrades and added artificial intelligence, Deep Blue came back, stronger and better than ever. In the first game of 1997, the same 6-game series, same format, Deep Blue was absolutely destroyed. But in the penultimate game of the move, Deep Blue made an absurd move. It moved its rook by 1 square, and this move threw Kasparov completely off. He didn't know what was happening. He thought the machine was so intelligent, so well advanced, and so much more capable than humans that he lost it. He lost his game. And in the second game, when he was playing black, he had a very good position to draw the game, but he resigned. He just gave up. The next 3 games went on to be draws. And now we come to the final game of the series. And Kasparov, his nervousness struck again, and he lost it. He completely threw what could have been his because of a silly, nervous mistake. And so if you want to read a little more about this story, I would highly recommend Nate Silver's book called The Signal and the Noise. But if we go back and actually analyze what happened, this absurd move that actually happened turned out to be a glitch in the program. It was a bug that when the time runs out, just make a random move. And that's exactly what happened. He made a completely random move, and Garry Kasparov thought that the bot was super intelligent, or artificially intelligent, if you may. And let me remind you, dear Toastmasters, that our ChatGPTs and all of these glorified machines may be great programs, but at the end of the day, they're still a ball of bugs. So don't listen to everything they give you. With that, let's give it to the man who handles the bugs at Mekon Communication Club, our club president, and the gentleman who loves to read, who loves to quiz, who loves to play. Let's give it up for Shivaprasad.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chetan, for that very dignified introduction. Thank you very much. Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests.
Good evening.
Let us quickly start off today's meeting by addressing the most important people in the room. Those are our guests who have attended our meeting today. So I see a couple of guests in our room today, so I request you, when I call you out, just stand up from wherever you are and tell us a little bit about yourself and how you've come to know about Toastmasters in general. Let us start with ma'am over here, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sukaja, and I am somebody who was born and brought up in Bangalore. I currently work for an MNC, and I have about close to 10 years of experience. I heard about Toastmasters through a communication course that I did in my organization, and the person who did the course recommended to attend and check it out. And I also know somebody here, Rachana, she's a friend of mine, so I decided to come along. Nice to meet you.
Welcome, Shivaprasad, and I hope you have a good time in our meeting today. So we have Sachin over there. Yes.
I've completed with 3 days.
It's okay, we'll introduce once more.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sachin, and I'm currently doing my MBA in St. Joseph. So I got to know about Mekon through one of my friends, which is actually Saket, and also plan to improve my communication skills. So thank you.
Welcome, Sachin, and Sachin is just on the brink of becoming a member, so he's almost there. With that, let us have the minutes of the previous meeting, number 1281, from our secretary, Toastmaster Latha.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, my esteemed guests. I present to you the minutes of meeting for 1281. Here are the minutes of meeting number 1281, which was held on 9 September 2024. The theme being, It's Not That Deep. Word of the week, radiate. The business session started at 6:23 p.m. and was chaired by President Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma. In the business session, the following points were addressed. President Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma, on the behalf of Vice President Education Toastmaster Bhavana, informed the club about the roles and slots which are booked and open for meeting number 1282, and the interested members are requested to contact her for the same. The second announcement, on behalf of VP Education Toastmaster Bhavana, they informed about the upcoming club contest which will be held on 23rd September 2024. Everyone was requested to participate. President Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma, on behalf of Vice President Membership Toastmaster Sindhushri, informed the club about the membership renewal for the period October 2024 to March 2025. The regular meeting started at 6:26 p.m. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Saket started the meeting with an introduction about the theme and later handed over the charge to President Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma. President Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma opened the meeting, spoke on the theme, and introduced the Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Shreya. Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Shreya spoke on the theme, introduced the following role takers for the day. Role: Timer Toastmaster Madhusudan, our counter Toastmaster Shubha, Grammarian Toastmaster Jia, PP Evaluator Toastmaster Sakshi. The prepared speech session had the following speakers. Speaker number 1, Toastmaster Vaishnavi, attempting her level 1 project 2, Evaluator Toastmaster Chetan. Speaker number 2, Toastmaster Anirudh, attempting level 1 project 2, Toastmaster Evaluator Toastmaster Raja. Speaker number 3, Toastmaster Gajendra, attempting his level 1 project 3, Evaluator Toastmaster Jyoti. The table topics and session was conducted by Toastmaster Apoorva, which had totally 10 speakers. The general evaluation was conducted by Toastmaster Latha. The winners of the week were, for Best Prepared Speaker, Toastmaster Anirudh, Best Evaluator, Toastmaster Raja, Best Table Topic Speaker, Toastmaster Chetan, Best Role Taker, TAPG, Toastmaster Jia, and Best Role Taker for the MTG, we had Toastmaster Shreya. The President closed the meeting at 8:25 p.m., which was followed by the National Anthem. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latha. Are there any corrections proposed to the minutes of the previous meeting? I shall then consider them as accepted in open meeting number 1282. Fellow Toastmasters, how many of you have a brain? Okay, not everyone raising their hands. Now ask yourself the question, is that brain of yours actually intelligent or artificially intelligent? Well, I guess you're about to find out. About 3 months back, the ex-VPPR of our club wanted one of my speeches to publish it in the newsletter as an article. And this was my 20-minute long question and answer session on quizzes. And only after I was asked for the script did I realize that I didn't have a script. I had misplaced it somewhere. I check on my laptop, on my phone, script is not there. What to do? Now there was only one source for this speech of mine, and that was the recording on YouTube. It's the only thing. And thankfully, YouTube has this brilliant feature called transcript. So what did I do? Played the entire speech. It converted the speech into text and gave me thousands of words worth of message. But this message that it gave me, it was not properly structured. The sentences were haphazard. There was no grammar, and it was not fit to be sent as an article. What to do now? Took the whole thing, copied and pasted it into ChatGPT. Please form meaningful sentences and correct the grammar. And within seconds, I tell you, my newsletter article was ready. I just had to read it one more time, cut down a few sentences, and I had then sent it to the VPPR. I was elated. 2 or 3 hours of boring clerical typing work was saved. Why stop at this? All of you here are Toastmasters. You have a Toastmasters International account as well. And if you have logged in, gone to my home, scrolled down, you might have seen something called Udly there. Anybody here who's used Udly before? Okay. Toastmaster Raja is not here, he would have told you more about it. Udly is a speech assist tool that helps improve AI powered speech assist tool that helps find out your mistakes when you speak. All you have to do, go to your Toastmasters International account, open your laptop, record your speech, and it will tell you how many R's, ums, where your speech is slowing down, where your pace needs to be improved, where you could have used a better word, etc. etc. Well then, how amazing is artificial intelligence? ChatGPT can write articles, YouTube transcript can convert speeches, and Udly can help you frame speeches. We can truly say that the future belongs to AI, or can we? Let me tell you that I use that YouTube and ChatGPT feature only to do my clerical work, only to write down my speech. At no point did I tell it, no point did I export my creative process, the hard job of thinking, to ChatGPT. Because to date, I maintain something that I take a little bit of pride in, and that is every speech that I give has to be written by me, more or less. I may take inspiration, collect data from the internet, but the speech has to be mine. There has to be that seal that it's been written by Shivaprasad. And that is the whole point of delivering a speech that you've written by yourself. Otherwise, why pay thousands of rupees and deliver a speech that has been written by artificial intelligence for you? Why just be the messenger? Why be only the medium that conveys the message when you can actually be the source that created the message? When you can actually be the kings and the queens that actually wrote that message and sent it to the messenger? My fellow Toastmasters, the future truly does belong to AI. AI meaning the actually intelligent ones who have the capability and the knowledge to exploit the services of the artificially intelligent and use it to their advantage. And if you can do that, the world will truly be at your feet. Jumble them, put things the other way around, and you have messed up. With that, let me introduce someone who you can just have a simple conversation with him and you'll realize that he is a man with actually not just a brain, but an actually intelligent brain as well. And behind that soft smile of his, you can make out that there's a lot of knowledge hiding, especially about artificial intelligence. Well, he's a BE in Electronics and Communication graduate from MCE Hassan, currently working as Deputy General Manager at Robert Bosch Engineering and Business Solutions, Bangalore. With a thunderous round of applause, please give it up for our Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Varaprasad.
Hello everyone, good evening. I'm a clone video of your MC, Varaprasad. I'm here as an MC today. While I cannot physically be there with you, I can make sure to host the meeting today. I'm prepared. I can share and guide you through today's meeting. Please feel free to ask questions and be confident. I'm prepared and trying for conducting today's meeting successfully. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. Thank you, President, for making my introduction so smooth. You heard this video. So today I had a unique challenge because I have my board members in office. They traveled all the way to Germany and then I need to be here. So in a casual, I was discussing with my daughter and explained my unique challenge. It's very quickly she said, okay, clone it. I said, what is it? She said, you video clone it. Again I asked, what is it you are saying? Papa, it's simple. You just train your video clone for one of the job and one place you can go, other place you can put your laptop, it can take care. And if you all ask me, is it possible? It is definitely possible. If you take all our systems we are working today, which sits in a car and visualize everything and make a decision, this is what it's doing. And my daughter is studying in 10th. And every time when I struggle with most of my jobs, she just gives me one website or a tool, say, Papa, why you are wasting your time, take this. Just need to explain my problem to her and she don't invest much time in clinical. She says, I'm interested in something more, not to repeat what is happening. Okay, so today I'm here to talk about, excited or introduce the concept which I think Shiva was very well covered it, could revolutionize the way we think about public speaking and the leadership. The AI Toastmasters, which he said loudly, can imagine a digital clone that can even mimic your voice, mannerism, and even your unique style of delivering a speech. Not just that, if you really build, you don't need to copy the ChatGPT, you can build algorithms which we are working, which you can build your own algorithms which can learn from you, like you just put it as an assistant, it constantly learn and later it can replace. And you can really like mentor, coach, teach, take sessions even at 10 places. If you ask me, being a technology guy from last 25 years, is it possible? Yes, it's absolutely possible today. With this knowledge and power for users. So now I am original Varaprasad speaking to ease the situation. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today we gathered here to celebrate the power of communication and the art of public speaking. And we invest every Monday 2 hours. Have you ever wondered who made this, who pushed it, who visioned this, how the learning can happen not just by always attempting but even sitting and learning. Listening can make you learning the way AI learns too. The AI can be much more powerful or artificially intelligent. It gets more perfection with the data and the way you train it. And if you look at the person who visioned this, Mr. Ralph C. Smedley, who started Toastmasters, actually envisioned the same thing where you sit and take part every meeting where you learn this power of communication, power of public speaking, even just listening and also structurally taking different roles. The man who thought on this clearly and today understood the power of human connections, which is he brought it. It's from humble beginning in YMCA, Santana, California. It is a global reach today, about 270,000 plus members across 148 countries, 14,200 plus clubs. And Toastmaster is a really, really best example how this learning culture and even a training, today whole world is talking about training AI, so long back, right? Continue there, Mechan Communication Club is shining example of the same since its inception of 1998 and successfully running with a mix of all age different with the sound, wisdom, knowledge people and also the increases and which makes sure the learning much more perfect for us. So today, let us have the session. Before I jump into the session, this typically Toastmasters meeting consists of 3 sessions. Firstly, the prepared speech where the speaker has a time and a topic of choice to prepare, come and present it as per their pathway guidelines they choose. And an exciting second session which makes you to think on the feet, an impromptu speech where the speaker will be called upon and asked with a random topic, a topic from the table topic master to speak about maybe 1 to 2 minutes. It makes you to really think like AI. And interesting is, or my favorite is always third session where you close loop your learning, where you will get your feedback, evaluations, and with speaker so that that becomes a real learning session because you get your close loop. So with no further ado, let's deep dive into the meeting. The Toastmaster meeting is not just complete without the fundamental pillars of the TAPG team. So I call upon individual TAPG team today to take us through, make meeting successful. Start with the timer, Zia.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests present here. Managing time wisely leads to the greater accomplishments. As a timer today, I'll make sure that everyone
Maintains the time.
maintain their time, and I'll be tracking and signaling their time with the use of these cards. So basically, green means you have reached your minimum time limit. Yellow means you need to start winding up. Red means you have reached your maximum time limit. And anybody crossing their maximum time limit plus 30 seconds will be ineligible to win the ribbon. And in prepared speech sessions, there are 3 speeches today. First is the icebreaker, so the allotted time is 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'll be showing green. At 5 minutes, I'll be showing yellow card, and at 6 minutes, I'll be showing red card. And other 2 speakers, the time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll be showing green card. At 6 minutes, I'll be showing yellow card, and at 7 minutes, I'll be showing red card. In table topic session, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes, where at 1 minute I'll be showing green card, at 1 minute 30 seconds I'll be showing yellow card, at 2 minutes I'll be showing red card. And in the individual evaluation, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes I'll be showing green card, at 2 minutes 30 seconds I'll be showing yellow card, and at 3 minutes I'll be showing red card.
Thank you.
I'm back to you.
Thank you, Zia. Now we can have TM Vaishnavi as a grammarian.
Good evening, everybody. So today I'll be your grammarian. Grammar is to language like salt is to food. You don't realize it's actually there until it's not there. And it's basically ubiquitous to our language. Ubiquitous means omnipresent, it's everywhere. And so I request all of you to abjure the usage of bad language. Abjure is to basically take an oath to not do it. So I'll be listening carefully to all of you, to the good usages and especially to the bad usages. And I will also be listening to your pronunciations, whether they're good, they're bad or not bad. And it's my responsibility to be introducing the word of the day, that is authentic. That means undisputed origin and not a copy, or it is genuine. The usage goes like this. In the contest, his speech stood out because it was authentic. So thank you. Hope all of you use good language and good grammar today. I will report my findings towards the end of the session.
Thank you. Vaishnavi. Let's hear from our counter, Latha.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I'll be our counter for the day. As an our counter, I would request everyone to be very authentic for today's session. And I would be noting the R's, because, that's why, and the crutch words and the pauses which are not relevant in the context what you're speaking. So I'm going to have an eye on everyone, and do remember that your R's should be at the minimum or maybe at zeros, so that you can get a ribbon at the end. Thank you everyone, and I'll present my report at the end when called by the general evaluator.
Thank you, Latha. So next is PP Evaluator for the session today. I invite DTM K Prabhakara to share.
Every meeting is conducted as per certain norms. That is, in order to maintain the decorum of the meeting, we have some ground rules. That is, please enter and exit during applause, the meeting hall I'm talking, and avoid speaking on SRP, sex, religion, or politics. We are only here to learn about communication, and in that process, step ourselves towards leadership. Over to Toastmasters.
Thank you, K Prabhakara. Thank you all the TAPG members for proactively taking the roles and making contribution so that the meeting going to be successful. Perfect. Let's deep dive into the today's meeting. Today we have 3 speakers for the day. And before I call upon the first speaker, I would like to request the individual evaluator, TM Chetan, to read about the project guidelines.
Good evening, Toastmasters. This is an icebreaker speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structures of a public speech. Notes for the evaluator. The member is completing their first speech in Toastmasters. The goal of the evaluation is to give the member an effective evaluation of their speech and delivery style. Because the icebreaker is the first project a member completes, you may choose to use only the note section and not the numerical scores. If you know you will be the evaluator ahead of the meeting, communicate with the speaker to learn about them and their goals for the first speech. Be sure to set aside enough time in your schedule to meet with the speaker after the speech to review the evaluation and answer any questions they may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Chetan. The speaker attempting level 1, project 1, part of strategic relationship in pathways. The title of the speech is My Favorite Book, My Life. So I wish you best of luck. So let's all welcome team Bhavana S for their first speech today. I wish you all the best.
So hello everyone, I'm Bhavana. Well, I was born in 2005 to my parents, Kusuma and Sudhindra, who work at Robert Bosch and UD Trucks respectively as software engineers. Now, I completed my schooling at Jnanodaya School and did my PU from RVPU College. And now I'm all set to dive into my second year of engineering at BMSC. Now, also I'm an only child, which means I've never had to fight for a TV remote growing up. Well, now I'll take you on a quick tour through my journey, which has been a journey of self-discovery and of adventure. I'll tell you about what I like, how I came to like it, and also why I'm here with all of you. So let's start with my hobbies. Now, I was 4 years old when I went up to my father and I said, Appa, nale nam school hoga kishta na school hoga agala. Yake andre nange nale full jora baratte. Now, that was because everybody at school spoke in English and I didn't exactly have Shakespearean fluency. Well, while learning a new language has been a challenge for me, I did not back away. Instead, I chose to turn to books for help. Now, at the age of 9, I started reading Harry Potter, and soon I was immersed in books and I spent all my summers in books, lost in those imaginary worlds of books. Let's just say I never lost that flair for books from that time. Well, speaking of books, they say the world is like one book, and those who don't travel read only one page. Thanks to me, I love traveling. Now, I love traveling to serene, natural places. I'd also recently been to Ladakh, which reminded me of my love for adventure. I also came back with a crazy dream to one day be able to trek those Himalayan mountains. Of course, I'm still working on climbing up a few stories without gasping for breath. Well, that's another story. Now, I also have another dream. To be able to drive through the Western Ghats by myself, enjoying that scenery through all those bends and curves. Well, shifting gears a little, I also enjoy swimming and I love doing crafts. Now let's come to the important question that every kid gets asked at school. What do you want to become after you grow up? Well, for the first half of my schooling, I was this shy kid who never spoke a word in class. But something changed in 5th grade and I started participating in debates. I loved it, and suddenly I felt becoming a lawyer was my thing. I mean, imagine arguing for a living. Well, that sounded really cool. Until I discovered that you had to read history and laws for that. Well, I did a quick U-turn there. Have you ever wondered how one question could change your life? Well, for me, during one of my discussions in class, my teacher came to me and asked, Bhavana, do you think time travel is possible? But forget time travel, I realized I didn't even know what time was. Like, I only knew how to experience it, but to describe it, no. Now, in the pursuit of an answer for that one question, I was introduced to my favorite subject, physics. Now, I was all set to become a physicist until I discovered quantum mechanics. Now, this is something that asks you to imagine particles that exist and not exist at the same time, that exist at two places at once. Well, my imagination drew a line there, and I decided to take up something more tangible. And honestly, something that pays, engineering. Well, before the start of my engineering journey, I called up a senior to ask for some advice, how to navigate through college and stuff. And she asked me to concentrate on networking during college. Initially, I thought computer networks. Like, imagine my horror when I got to know that it was with actual people, real human beings. I mean, that is a problem because I'm a bit introverted by nature. So that's why I'm here at Toastmasters, to improve my people skills. And that is why I took strategic relationships as my pathway. Well, until I came on stage and was given a topic during a table topic session, I never thought that I would need a club to teach me public speaking because I was participating in debates and stuff. But I realized that day that I was so wrong. Now, the second reason I'm here at Toastmasters is so that the next time I pause while speaking, it looks intentional. So in conclusion, I think my life has been a wonderful journey, and I think life is all about coming out of your comfort zones and aspiring for growth. So let's all grow together and enjoy this journey together. And there's one Sanskrit word, Sangatharvam, which means let's progress together. So Sangatharvam, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhavana, for taking us through the interesting learning. That's like the learning and working in college. I couldn't even imagine. After joining the job, yeah? It takes 20 or 15 years for us to learn why important the people connection for great learning and the past, importance of the past, and then grow together. I didn't felt it as an icebreaker for you. You're a good speaker. All the best for your future. So, let's move on. Before I call upon the second speaker, I would like to request the individual evaluator, TM Prashant NV, to read out the project guidelines, please.
evening, Toastmasters. The speaker is attempting level 1, project 2 from Dynamic Leadership. The purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods of writing a speech with defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The time allocated is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish the speaker best wishes.
So second speaker for the today, an ever-young man, an electrical engineer, graduated from Mysore University, and an entrepreneur, a director of successful company, Syscon Instruments, for more than 4 decades. When I really checked the dates, I was just born. Where the startup of the company started. And 77 years, an ever-young, enthusiastic, inspirer, a mentor, loves and passionate about environment protection and greening. I personally seen this. I multiple times met him on weekends, as I know thousands of trees planted by him and also maintained so that they grow in green area. And facilitated 5,000 plus midday meals in 15 government schools, and he is continued to do all these things. So here join me to welcome Mr. Veerabhadrappa, second speaker for the today. Taking a project 2, Dynamic Leadership, level 1 project 2. The title of the project is Zero to Cross. Wish you all the best, sir.
Hello, Namaskara. Good evening, Toastmasters, and welcome the guests. I would like to say what is this zero to cross. It is an authentic one. I would like to tell you, without any money, you can make crores of rupees. Do you all agree with this? No. No, it can be made. That I have made it. It is not a story which is the real one. If you listen to me carefully, and after carefully, if you have any questions, you can talk to me personally, and really you can make crores of rupees which I have made in my lifetime. That story I am going to tell you. You all know about Infosys. How Mr. Narayan Murthy started the Infosys organization. He got 10,000 rupees from his beloved wife and invested there, and it grew to a big organization. It is one of the world's best organizations, employing lakhs and lakhs of rupees, changing their lifestyle. In my case, there was nobody to give one single rupee. But I ventured, I struggled hard, I put all my time, resources, energy on that one and made crores of rupees. This is a real one. Once again, I am stressing because you people may be wondering how with zero how you can make crores of rupees. To make that one, you have to follow certain strict rules. What are those rules? When an opportunity comes, you have to identify and grab it, because next opportunity will be coming of the same magnitude. Please note it, when an opportunity comes, if you miss that, you have missed everything in your lifetime. The second one is, you need to be honest and integrate in your dealings. The third one is, it all depends upon, if you want to soar like an eagle, you should be one among the eagle. If you associate yourself with beggars, what will happen, Mr. Prashant? You will be a beggar. If you associate with intelligent people, you will become an intelligent people. So it all depends upon with whom you associate and dissociate. So this is most important, and this thing. There is one saying by Lord Basavanna, Hederaderu manave, he met Hederaderu manave, hidida chalava bididiru manave. ಹಿಡಿದ ಚಲವ ಬಿಡಿದಿರು ಮನವೇ ಜರಿದರೆಂದು ಜಂಕಿಸಿದರೆಂದು ಶಸ್ತ್ರ ಸಮಾಧಿ ನೀರು ನೇಡಿ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಘಟ ಬಿಡಬೇಡ. It's a very simple kind. I don't want to waste my time in giving explanation. By afraid, go and don't hang yourself, take poison or fall into the water or fall to the wheels of the railway train. Please don't do that one. So that is all this. If you follow these rules, definitely you will become a I wanted to. Now you agree for that one. I am the first engineer in 1971 from my village to get the electrical engineering degree. In 1971, I got this degree. I belong to a very remote place in Chikkaballapur district, Gudibanda Taluk. During my education, I encountered two problems. One problem is I was unable to communicate very freely in English language. That was the one problem I encountered. Soon after the graduation, we are farmer family. We have a lot of trees in my field. I asked my father, what has happened to such a beautiful trees which were here, which I was enjoying and playing within the trees? My father said, I have cut the trees to educate you. I have cut the trees to educate you. I felt very bad for killing the mother earth. I felt very bad for killing the mother earth. I borrowed 20 rupees from my friend, having a degree, came to Bangalore in search of a job. To live here, I joined, being an electrical engineer, I joined a survey department for a salary of 10 rupees per day, excluding holidays. I used to get only 240 rupees. In the meanwhile, I used to knock all the doors of the industries. Even many security people refused to allow me to go inside. It was such a pathetic condition, I was there. One day I thought I can get a letter from a person from Vidhan Sauda and went there to get that letter for a job. When I was walking in front of the Maharani's college, I abruptly saw a beautiful 5 rupees note on the ground. I tried to grab it and we started moving. Can you expect how it can move? So again I tried, again it moved. I looked at that side, some naughty girls, they had put a sting to that 5 rupees note and they were pulling me down. So that was the thing which, this thing. Somehow with the help of my friend, I got a job in electronic industry. When I got a job in electronic industry, I being an electrical engineering, I was not knowing what is a transistor, what is a capacitor, what is an IC, what all this I was not knowing. I burnt midnight oil to learn all those things. Above all the girls who were working there were Anglo-Indians. So they communicated in English, I felt it very difficult. Somehow I managed. That industry was making transducers or the sensors and the associated instruments. I will interrupt here. I think I have been given 9 minutes, not 5 to 7 minutes. Please make it. So we were making, and I became a master of those things. Other pretty portion of it is, they used to pay a salary of 250 rupees. That too they give in the installments. Whenever there was a money, they used to give 50 rupees, 100 rupees and 250 rupees. That was the fate of that one. We pulled on for 2 years with another about for 450 rupees. I thought this is not the way we have to live. This is not the way I have to live. I spoke to other engineers, one from Indian Institute of Science, other finance guy, other marketing guy. I used to tell them in the evening, let us do something. How long you can pull on this life? How long you can do like this one? How long we have to suffer like this one? One day, I took... So, it is given in this thing, 9 minutes.
Please go, continue. Please go.
So, after working 2 years, Arey Papa, you are making 4 course, please listen to me. So, I took them to the Kabban Park and I told them, why we should not start our own industry? They said, where is the money? We don't have any money. That was the real problem. I said, my dear friends, to do any job, what is it required? You need courage, you need conviction, you need commitment, you need desire, direction, dedication. If you have all these things, it is enough for you to start the industry. So luckily, one of the person had a garage in Benson Town. He offered a space there for us. We started our industry there. We were all sitting on the floor. Everything we used to do this one. At the same time, one person brought an order from Pune, which fetched more money. On that day, we took a salary of 5,000 rupees, which was a happiest moment in my lifetime. Started business growing. We moved to a bigger place in Magli Road. We employed so many people and lot of money came to us. Then I applied a land with the government of Karnataka, which sanctioned about 1.22 acres in Electronic City. Today it costs 40 crores. Have you not made crore?
Yes.
Today it costs 40 crores. There I built a magnificent building and a beautiful park in there. Business starting going there. I realized by doing the same business, you cannot grow. I shifted my business to make smart energy meters, what we saw which is put in our houses and other things. I invested a lot of money on that one and everything was ready. Then to get an order, when I approached the government organization, they asked 2 crore as a corruption. Where shall I bring 2 crore? It was a very pathetic condition for me. And I thought, let us dispose of all the properties, what I made to start that industry. My dear friends, in that I made 2 crore because of the real estate business. So I took another 2 crores. Then I was sitting in my industry. One of my well-wishers came, give me 30 lakhs, I will get your land allotted in near Davuspete, so forth. I paid because I believed him and paid. And with that he sanctioned me 1.77 acres of land. There I have built one magnificent building also, costing about 6 crores. What are we going to do with this 6 crores? Then the COVID came, the COVID crept in 2020. Business came down. I thought of selling all the properties for about 50 crores, but I couldn't get a buyer who can offer me 50 crores. So then I thought, let us again regain the strength, board regained the strength and started our industry. And we started one more company called Siscon Sibaka India Private Limited to manufacture electronic toys. It is coming up nicely and other things. At present, we have 250 employees. My salary bill comes 1 crore 10 lakhs per every month. Till now, I have paid all the statutory payments, all the this thing. About 40 mechanical engineers are working with me. So this is this thing. Finally, you need to have a courage and conviction. I would like to end up by this thing. ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಮೇಲೊಂದು ಮನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಮೃಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿದೊಡೆಂತಯ್ಯ ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಮನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೃಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿದೊಡೆಂತಯ್ಯ ಸಮುದ್ರದ ತಡೆಯಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಮನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನೊರತರೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿದೊಡೆಂತಯ್ಯ ಸಂತೆಯಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಮನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಶಬ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾಚಿದೊಡೆಂತಯ್ಯ ಚೆನ್ನಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಈ ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಬಳಿಕ ಸುತ್ತಿನಿಂದನೆಗಳು ಬಂದಡೆ ಕೋಪವ ತಾಳದೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನಿಯಾಗಿರು. The meaning of this is you will encounter a lot of problems one after another, like a tap water, it comes, like a sea waves, it comes. Do not worry. Be honest and be integrate and be with God. Definitely with zero you can make crores and crores of rupees, my dear friends. Thank you very much.
What a powerful speech. Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us that how your values and persistence or perseverance and how to take the criticism or odds comments in your life, keep focused towards your goal and take you there. So I wish you all the luck and best of luck for your future company or new companies as well. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the third speech today. Before I call upon the third speaker, I would like to request the individual evaluator team Apoorva to talk about the project likewise, please.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. The speaker is attempting Level 2 Project 3 of Dynamic Leadership. The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envision mentoring. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a prodigy. Notes for the evaluator. The member completing this project is developing an understanding of Toastmasters mentoring. About this speech, the speech is about a time when the member was a prodigy. It may be from any time in his or her life. The member may discuss any aspect of the prodigy's experience. The speech should not be a report on the content of the introduction to Toastmasters mentoring project. The time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. I would like to wish my target speaker, Toastmaster Shreya, all the very best. And thank you. I'll give my report during the general evaluation.
Thank you, Apoorva. A multi-talented, artistic person, loves singing, dancing, painting, writing. You listed. And an avid reader, enjoyed traveling, currently pursuing bachelor degree in computer science, and want to master the art of public speaking. So let's welcome T.M. Shreya Rao, the third speaker of the day. So Shreya Rao attempting level 2 project 3, part of dynamic leadership. The title is Pick Up. All the best.
Let me set the stage for you. It's a day in school and music practice is going on. All of you are students who are practicing for the group song, and I'm the teacher. I'm walking around, I'm listening to everybody, I'm checking if everybody is heard, if they're singing properly. But there's this one kid, you. I can't hear you. You're not saying anything, speak.
Why?
I can't hear you, you're not singing loudly. Sing louder. Sing. Fellow Toastmasters, I'm sure you've already guessed by now, but I was that kid in school. I was that kid who you couldn't hear sing, and my teacher was always like, sing louder, sing louder, sing louder. My whole life, I've been told things like, speak louder, sing louder, I can't hear you. And as a quiet kid, it's hard to speak up, it's hard to raise your voice. So I would always feel bad when people would tell me this stuff because I felt like they weren't listening properly to me. Now I understand that they probably physically could not hear me, but when I was a child, that's just how I felt. And my dad was always there saying, don't worry Shreya, it'll all come to you in good time. Some of the most important lessons that I have learned in my life have been taught to me by my father. And one of the most important ones is that of forgiveness and letting things go. My earliest experience of this is when I was a child. My brother was just 3 years old. Whenever he would ask me to share food with him, I'd give him a good amount. But when I asked him to share with me, he would just give me this much. How dare he? I was being so generous to him. But my dad just said, it's okay, let it go. It's not like he knows any better. And it's because of this lesson that today I find it very hard to hold grudges, and I find that having regrets is pointless. Because every regret can be considered as an experience where you've done something good and maybe you've done something bad that you can learn from and not repeat in the future. Along with this, my dad has always taught me how to be respectfully direct in situations where I need to confront people, and he's also told me when to back down from confrontation and not argue. Not only is my dad a mentor for me in my personal life, but he's also a mentor for me in my professional life. And it makes things easier because both of us have gotten into the same field of cybersecurity. He's always there to answer any question that I have, and he always challenges me with his own questions. And he gets very excited to show me solutions to problems that he's had in work and walk me through his thought process. He tells me what to do, he tells me how to do it, but he leaves it up to me to be disciplined enough to actually go through with it. I'm very lucky to have someone like him guide me through my life, and the level of appreciation that I have for my dad, I have for nobody else in my life, except for my mother, of course. My dad is actually the person who introduced me to Toastmasters. He pushed me to go to my first meeting, which was here. He brought me here as a guest almost over a year ago. I think it's been a year and 2 months. Little did I know that I would be joining as a member on the very same day, and I would end up with another amazing mentor here as well. And I'm sure by now all of you know who that is. It's Toastmaster Shiva. Under Toastmaster Shiva's mentorship as his mentee, I've come to realize that some of his best virtues are being patient and being understanding. Me being in college, it gets hectic a lot sometimes because of the amount of assignments and projects that we have to do. But the amount of times that he's been okay with me sending my speeches in later than expected is insane. He always offers modifications to my speeches that enhance them, instead of changing the content of it, which lets the speech still be mine at its essence. And if you ever notice me relating the opening and closing statements of a speech to each other, just know that it's always his idea. Okay? And yeah, he pushed me to give a speech in a different club, which totally opened up my confidence. And he also gave me the responsibility of managing our club's YouTube channel, which has given me a sense of purpose in this club, in the sense that now I'm giving back to the club. And I feel like I can establish myself as a dependable member of the club. I would never have come this far in Toastmasters if it was not for Toastmaster Shiva and his encouraging words, his supportive words, as well as his constructive criticisms, which always make me aim to strive for better. Fellow Toastmasters, always in my life I've been told, speak louder, sing louder. I can't hear you. As a quiet kid, it's hard to open up your voice and speak loud. But as I've grown up, I've come to realize that before you can speak loudly, you have to know how to speak up. And I learned how to speak up by coming here to Mekon. And all of you wonderful people are always here sitting in the audience, paying to listen to me speak every week. You guys all sit quietly while I speak. And after I finish speaking, if you guys feel like giving an advice, then you give it to me, which I value, and honestly, I feel like my voice is kind of louder today compared to my other speeches. So I take everything in. And yeah, I'm very grateful for all your advice. But do you know what they call people who listen to you quietly and then give you advice to help you out? Mentors. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you, Shreya, for sharing your day-to-day journey, how it is becoming interesting every day, and especially the way you started to speak up. It just reminds me of a small incident. It's basically, I was watching this Karodpati co-therapeutic program in one of our great actors, Rachana. In his interview, I observed that, how many people becomes Karodpati, I really don't know, but the one guy for sure shall become Karodpati in this program. The host asked who? The host itself. He spent close to even learn and answer the question. So with that, thank you, Shreya. And I think let's move on to the second phase of the session, and most interesting, and makes you to think on the feet. And for me, it's my favorite, and always and exciting. Let's move on to the table topic speech. Today we have an exciting Toastmaster who is a technology enthusiast, curious about how world adopts the changing ecosystem. I think he's the one who's exploring more AI, how to see how this is a really fast changing world. And BE graduate in mechanical, but currently working in a business, exploring in a business dimension. TM Mohnish Mani. I welcome Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
A very good evening to my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. This by far is what we think is the most exciting session, right? For the benefit of the guests. So why is this so exciting? Is because I'll be giving out topics and I'll be choosing speakers at random. So it's like a surprise to all of you. So to start off the first topic, as the title of the day, theme of the day is artificially intelligent. The first topic for today is the impact of artificial intelligence on society. And I would like to call Toastmaster Avik to speak on the topic.
Can you repeat the
impact of artificial intelligence on society?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. So, let me go back to the Industrial Revolution. First, in the Industrial Revolution,
when industries came and machines came, people thought that machines will replace humans. And coming to globalization, they thought the computers will replace humans. And now coming to AI, they're telling AI will replace humans. But if you see that, they were replaced, but not in industrial evolution or in globalization, they were replaced, but not to that extent. So people kept on changing. That is what we have to inculcate in ourselves and learn that change is the new constant. If you say impact, yes, it is reducing jobs in the market, but then it's also improving the quality of jobs. All clerical works are reduced. So we get more time to do meaningful jobs or take any meaningful actions for better quality of life or in any aspects of life. So I feel it depends on how you view it. There are, as the coin has two sides, even AI has both pros and cons. So it depends on how you view it and how we change according to our needs. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Avik. So the next topic is, should we prioritize passion over stability in careers? I repeat, should we prioritize passion over stability in careers? Toastmaster Sakshi.
The topic is, should we prioritize career? Should we prioritize passion over career, right? Over stability in career. Okay. Passion gives you happiness. It makes you happy. Yes, this is the thing. Whatever part I am doing, like whatever work I am doing, it gives me happiness. But what I'll prefer is, what if you get money, you get paid in your passion, right? So what if we choose both the things, passion as well as stability in career? So the only way is we get paid in our passion. So whatever is your passion, either it is singing, dancing, painting, whatever it is, but we can choose, and it depends on us. At times the passion which we have is, we don't want to make it a career, because we start looking it from that perspective, that from a business point of view. At times we just want the passion to be like a passion, and we want to segregate both of us. So we should know what to prioritize more, a career or a passion. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakshi. I think that's the challenge we've all been facing. So the next topic, if you could time travel, where would you go? If you could time travel, where would you go? Toastmaster Rachana.
Good evening, everyone. If you could time travel, where would you go? I had an inkling I might be chosen for this. I think I'd like to go back to the time of the dinosaurs, when no humans walked the earth, just to see what was there. I'm sure this is circulated on social media, but have you guys seen this picture of, I'm not sure if it's real or fake, but it basically shows an image of New York, and they say this is what it looked like before humans settled there. And it's probably fake, it's probably generated by some person with too much time on their hands, but it sounds very interesting, intriguing. I want to see what life was like at that time. Like, stay for a couple of minutes before I get eaten by dinosaurs, and yeah. Right, that's it. Thank you.
what would you do if you had no fear? I repeat, what would you do if you had no fear? Toastmaster Gajendra.
I was supposed to be the PP evaluator today, but because of traffic, I couldn't make it. So I had no fear. I would take a truck and just ram into all the cars. So I can reach everywhere I want to on time. If I had no fear, this is one of my dreams actually. Actually not a dream, I would actually probably do it in the future if I ever reach a powerful position. I would buy a fifth-hand car and just drive at a speed of 60 and not stop. If anyone comes a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, it's his fault. It's not my fault. Because how people drive nowadays, they're just like, the way they come, it's very frustrating, and I'm in a very frustrated mood already today because of the horrible experience I had coming here. And if I had no fear, there's so many people I would slap. Yeah, and I would say so many things. First, starting with my first standard principal. He was one of the worst principals. Actually, I don't remember why I hate him now, but I just know that I hated him back then. And if I had no fear, I think that's it. Everything else I will do. But these are the few things I would do if I had no fear. Thank you.
Seem very fearless. So the next topic, what is the one thing that you would teach the next generation? I repeat, what is the one thing that you would teach the next generation? This topic goes to DTM AKP sir. Can you please repeat? What is the one thing that you would teach the next generation?
Mr. General, or General Evaluator, Mr. Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guest. It's not about teaching, it is the intuitive way the human mind is made to go forward. Given a certain circumstances, Veerabhadrappa started a company. Narayan Murthy used to come to Mekon, this office, Patnos, to sell an electronic product. But something that Mekon didn't buy or couldn't buy because we are not that kind of company. But he has moved to software, and the rest is history. Today, reading a certain circumstance, Nandan Nilekani has proposed a finternet. Have you heard of the word finternet? Anybody? Finternet. It is exclusive internet kind of thing for business, money transaction. It can happen at a rapid rate. What I was trying to say in this process is that each generation reads the complexity of a situation that is there and overcomes that and establishes a tool. Whether it is from zero invention, from say Aryabhatta, or a fire, a wheel, they all read a certain pattern. It is not the teaching from the previous generation, but previous generation at best can tell what you should really be doing it in order. Something like the previous generation puts a ladder of knowledge, and with that knowledge, what will you do is left to the next generation. The generation that is coming in, they decide and read the pattern and take it forward. That's how the society has always moved, and it will continue to move that way. As a previous generation person, I don't say you keep this track, you be moving in that direction the way I said, the ladder provided by today's technology, and you will find your niche, and you will take the society forward anytime. Believe in human instinct, and it is not just the artificial intelligence. Over to table topic master.
Thank you, sir. So the next topic is the influence of social media on modern relationships. I repeat, the influence of social media on modern relationships. Toastmaster Akshay.
Influence of social media on modern relationships. will have many followers, friends in Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, but you will not find a friend to play with even on a daily basis, generally. Relationship might be any kind, your relations, friends, mother, parents and all. You'll always be connected with your school friends and childhood friends through social media who might have been your neighbors and classmates when you are very young. But how often do you speak with them? How often do you meet them? We don't do that in general. We just simply like their stories, like their post, what they put, and we'll just think that we know what they are going through. But we'll only know that what they are happy in life about, and we'll not know exactly what they are going through. Our purpose of friend is to be there with your friend when he needs you the most. But that you will not get through social media. Olden times, what we used to do, we used to play every day with them. We used to spend time, talk with them. After school hours, we used to play. We used to get to know what he is going through. Whether his mother is hitting him, he has got a beating from his teacher, he has failed in any test. No, we don't know. We'll know only he's partying on Sundays, he's going out with his friends, he's going on a ride. That's all. Yeah, what I want to say is that come out of your social media life, call your friend, meet them up every now and then, ask them how is their life going on, whether they have met a new girlfriend or boyfriend, are they going through a breakup, are they passed all their exams, and enjoy with them. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay. So the next topic for the day is how do you define happiness? I repeat, how do you define happiness? Toastmaster Madhusudan.
Believe it or not, I've recently taken up a habit of picking random topics and writing essays about it. And one of the topics that I found was, what does happiness mean to you? And whatever I'm about to say is literally what I wrote there. So for me, happiness is striving towards something, working towards something, and in the end, if you achieve it, that is what is happiness to me. An example that I can take is, I'm into the habit of running. Not so much lately because of an accident, but I've been running for the past 5 years. And the maximum I've ever run is a half marathon, which is 21 kilometers. I've run close to 6 to 7 of these, but never in one stretch. And the thing is, it's always been on my mind that I have to practice, that I have to train, and I have to run it in one shot. Don't stop, don't walk, nothing. So once I made up my mind, put up a plan for actually 6 months, and I stuck to that plan to the T every day. I made a journal of what went good, what went bad, and on the race day, coincidentally, this was the Kaveri marathon that I got to run along the river Kaveri, so very picturesque, and I was able to achieve whatever I had set for myself. So for me, that was happiness, and in short, setting up targets and achieving those is happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhusudan. So for that, we come to the last topic of the day. That is a skill you wish you had learned earlier. I repeat, a skill you wish you had learned earlier. Toastmaster U Bhat.
Mr. Tabletop Master, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Many times, many years ago, I read one book by Dr. Harris, How Not to Say Yes When You Want to Say No. I think I recommend that book for everyone, because there is one skill which probably I totally lacked in my life. So I took quite some time, even in my Toastmaster journey, to learn that particular skill. Now, for example, when how so many years I've been a senior Toastmaster for more than 25 years now. So some club in Whitefield or some in the Mysore Road, everywhere, everybody wants speakers, evaluators, judges, mainly when it comes to judges. So one phone call at night, 10 o'clock, sir, one judge is traveling sick, can you make it, sir? You can just imagine my plight, and you have to go to Whitefield, and without with no transport provided by them anyway, I have to make my own arrangement. And I used to say yes many times, and I paid a very dear price for that. This one thing is not just Toastmasters. One example I given, even in my private life also I suffered because of my inability to say no. So one thing I over the years in Toastmasters itself taught me how to say no. So now I have got stock answers. As soon as if the call comes, you are, sir, one judge, can you? Oh, I would love to be the judge. When was it? So day after tomorrow. Oh my, I have some important guests. I prepared some stock answers, something like that, 3, 4, so that I don't plan. So these are some techniques which I have learned over the years, and I wish in the early years of my life I had picked up the skill. I would have been a totally different person. So there is one skill I would probably ask that every one of you have to learn to make your life easy. That's my take on the topic. Back to you.
Thank you, DJ Nevu, but I think that was a perfect finish for the session. And back to Toastmasters.
Thank you, Mohnish, Mane. So, what a wonderful table topic. I really absorbed. Started with impact, the passion, stability, and then took in a time travel, and then to fear, and then how the intuitive or next generation looks at from there to media, the connect from next generation to the social media and relations, and finally definition of happiness, wonderful, and ended up in a skill. So thank you very much for an excellent session today. With this, we are in the stage where we can take a 10 minutes network break, enjoy your snacks, and enjoy your people connections. I hope you all enjoyed the break, had a good networking with the human skills, not just artificially intelligent skills, right? Yes. Good. So welcome back, everyone. I'm sure you are with new energy now. Let's move on to the next session. Without further ado, it's a time to introduce one more veteran personality who's also one of the key member or a founder member of this club, and first VP and second president of the club, and also make sure their seeding on that day is a great learning platform for all of us. And he was president for 4 times with almost 2 years, and treasurer of the Territorial Council of South Asia, new district when to create a whole new district at that time. And a never young man, always one more young man, is never, but all speeches we thoroughly enjoy every time, and impromptu. And I always watch, I love to watch this parliament sessions of the speakers, but I remember one of the parliamentarian who cracks a joke, but I never seen him laughs. So let's join me, welcome DTM U Bhat, General Evaluator for the day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, for the wonderful evaluation, for the introduction. Sort of evaluation. For the benefit of our guests here, Latha and Sakshi, general evaluation is about feedback session about what really went throughout the day, what we witnessed today. what really went well so that we can continue to do that, and identify some areas where we can improve week after week so that we can do better week after week. There's a way Toastmasters works, and I'm sure you will enjoy this session also. The business session started at 6:19. There was only 4 minutes delay, which I will totally excuse you for that, because there was thin attendance rather to start with, and there were some absentees, roll takers. But within a matter of 4 minutes, President took care of all the things and the master ceremony, so that all the roles were given up. Very nicely done it. And there are 2 announcements. One on behalf of the VP Education, this is regarding the contest next week, and another regarding on behalf of VP membership regarding renewal of the membership. There's a bit ironical that 2 leading office bearers themselves were not present today. Probably we can try to avoid it as far as possible. Office bearers should make it a point that they should attend. I think maybe they must be having some compulsive reasons, but I remember vaguely that VP membership is not attended for quite a few sessions for last few weeks. That gives a wrong message. There's only one suggestion I can have regarding the general attendance. And then the main meeting started at 6:19 and 6:22 with the powerful introduction by our Sergeant at Arms, Chetan. Really, I liked the way you introduced and you told the story of Gary Kasparov versus computer and what happened in the 2 subsequent years, and how the computer took advantage of the infallibility of human being. That's what happened. So the lesson to learn, as you rightly put, that we have to be watchful, and it's not that computer should take over our lives, but we should take advantage of the computer. And the same stuff President took over in this speech also. Wonderful job done. I like the way your good evening, you were told about your voice. You have a powerful voice. Your smile always is captivating, and you have given a very dignified introduction to the President, as the President himself acknowledged. I don't think I can give any other suggestion other than what I really find is today's session had a intellectual tinge, I could see. Starting from Sergeant at Arms address to the President's speech to the couple of speeches, there was some intellectual angle, even the table topic session also. And it's really good thing happening. I feel that our good days are again coming back. That's the feeling I'm getting today after a long time. I think the President should be given congratulations for that. I was talking about Sergeant at Arms. Though Sergeant at Arms first have to be congratulated for the great job done. Only one suggestion I can give you. In such a, one thing I'm aware that intellectuals and intelligent people, they are, simple in their, believe in simple living and simple attire and high thinking. But I would really, for a change, I think you look much better would be in a good collared shirt, maybe that's what I feel. Because I always look up to as an intellectual, I look for all your responses. But at the same time, good attire and all give a good impression also. And I think that's one thing you can follow. Otherwise, the amazing Sergeant at Arms role, what you have done today. Let's give a big round of applause to Then the President took over. There were introduction of 2 guests. I think if you like the session, you can continue to attend a couple of more and see if the place you belong to this place or you are comfortable, you can choose to join. There's your choice. Then there was our Latha secretary presented the minutes of meeting, impeccable, immaculate, it's a flawless, wonderful performance. I think she deserves a round of applause for the honor done. Today, about coming to our President, I really liked your presidential address today. And because the topic artificial intelligence, you start with the brain, how it functions, and how, whether it's a naturally or artificial intelligence, there is a call to that. And when you narrated the story about how your script was missing and how you took advantage of technology with your brain. So the message you are trying to deliver is, you have to take advantage of the artificial intelligence, all the tools available, but keep your own sincerity. Otherwise, you have to write your own script, you have to write your own speech. Otherwise, there is no development of that. So, don't be only a messenger, but be the person who gives the message. That owns that message. So that came out wonderfully well, and the way you delivered it and all that, I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and it took the speech presidential address to the level which we are all expecting a president to give. Great job done, and your introduction to our Master of Ceremonies also is very innovative, very different, so nicely done. Wonderful job done. I think he deserves a big round of applause. Then the Master of Ceremony took over. We'll come to you later, sir, for your innovative opening and all that. Now, before we proceed further, I think before you are affected by the evaluations of the evaluators, I think I'd better suggest that you feel the best table topic speaker and the best speaker right now. I'll give you about 30 seconds time for that. Thank you. There were 3 speeches today, all great speeches. First speech was Level 1, Project 1, is an icebreaker, delivered by Toastmaster Bhavana, evaluated by Toastmaster Chetan. Can I have your evaluations?
Good evening, Toastmasters, guests, and Bhavana in particular. Let me start by saying you have accomplished your project purpose perfectly. You have to do 2 things. First, understand how a speech should be given, the structure of a speech. I think you nailed that with the intro, body, and conclusion. Secondly, we had to learn about your hobbies, career, family, and why you wanted to join Toastmasters. You explained all 4 things beautifully. So I think in terms of content, it was spot on, and I really enjoyed your delivery as well today. So let's move on to the good things. Humor. Let's start with humor. Humor was sprinkled throughout the speech. It was great. It made sense. It caught our eyes. It caught our ears. It was a pleasure to listen to everything you had to say. Second, you displayed great confidence. You were here. You didn't hug the lectern. You didn't do any of this. You were aram. You were good here. So I enjoyed that. Third, your voice. It was loud. It was clear. I think everyone could have heard it anywhere in the room. Your choice of words and quotes, that was also immaculate. Full props to you on that. So 2 things I think you can work on. Initially you started off a bit fast. There were no pausing. I felt you could have paused a bit more so that your words could have had the impact that it could have potentially had. And second thing, you could have been, I felt there could have been more freedom with your legs especially. You could have moved around a bit more. This is still your first speech, I understand that. But if you were a bit more free, you could have gotten to a lot more easily. These are just 2 very simple things I think you can do, because your content and your delivery was surprisingly good for a first speech. You delivered it at the right cadence, and it was like music to the ears. Honestly, for a first speech, there is nothing I can say that you could have done better. So, well done. Thank you, and over to our evaluator.
Thank you, Chetan, for that very encouraging and supportive evaluation. I think you feel elevated certainly after listening to him. So do I. Because I always look forward to Chetan's evaluation. One of the probably the best evaluators what we have in our club. At least some 3-4 evaluations I've seen how he does it. He does it spot on, he does it detailed analysis, he tells really what is right. Probably she has, for icebreaker, it was not required for anyone to suggest that she can be free, but in your eagerness to assist her, that she can become a bit more free, you told that that's fine, I don't take it on you. So you covered what she really did well, or what you enjoyed, and 2 points while you can probably take some, do some improvements. Overall, a wonderful evaluation. As per speech, I'm not supposed to comment, but probably one of the finest icebreakers I've seen. I felt you are very, very comfortable here. That's what can only suggested that to be free is only the next step of that. But otherwise, you are very comfortable. What came to me very as an icebreaker, which icebreaker should be, that it should come from your heart, and that's what it did. And that's what touched everyone's heart. It's not only your speech, even the second, the third speech also when I heard. You know, it was so much sincerity in that. That's what I like. That's what an icebreaker should be. Wonderful speech. So for the great job done, let's give a round of applause for both the speakers. Second speech was the L1P2 delivered by Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa, evaluated by Prashant, Toastmaster Prashant. Can I have your evaluation?
Good evening, Toastmasters and Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa in particular. What can I say, Mr. Veerabhadrappa? Like, you know, you are a natural speaker. Okay, I mean, you started your speech with, you know, very good confidence and smile on your face. So, and the secondly, like, you know, behind the lectern, you had the audience attention absolutely from the beginning till your speech conclusion. Absolutely, you know, every audience were engaged totally, you know, with your voice and the hand movements, and you know, there was constant, you know, every single audience, you know, eye contact was achieved. So that's a great thing. And since you know you shared your speech from your real life experiences, you know, it felt authentic, and you know, audience being connected to your content actually. Okay, so if I have to suggest any improvement, I would say it will be on the time management. You know, I would see there was a slight, gap in terms of the time limit of 7 minutes and 9 minutes. It actually kind of little bit cut off. Probably you can just pay attention to the time part of it, and then you know, because as you can see, it has gone up to 11 minutes. So that will be really good. So that can be one of the great improvement that we can expect. So, you know, otherwise, great speech, and absolutely, you know, we look forward for more speeches from you, and all the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant, for that wonderful evaluation. You told about what you really did well, what you liked, and the suggestion what you gave also was very much valid. In fact, this 7 minutes to 11 minutes is quite a jump. I think you had requested for 9 minutes, or is it officially 9 minutes?
No. There is 9 minutes. Then I came to know from sir, including everything, it is 9 minutes. But even here is also written 7 minutes.
No, it is 7
I
minutes
learned
only.
it.
I won't take fault on time manager. She has done her job very well.
No.
And 7 minutes is the time for the speech. So the best of my knowledge, I think so.
But it's added in the plan as a 9 minutes. In the schedule they mentioned as a 9 minutes.
9 minutes is including the introduction.
Introduction and evaluation.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So that's a 9 minutes the time allotted for the speech, not a speech, including the
7 minutes. Correct.
Yeah. So that's what it is. So that probably what you can do is what I generally do take to tackle this time is Veerabhadrappa. I know that you have got to share. We are also very eager to listen to you, your experiences. But probably concentrating on one point and elaborating that. That will be more value giving than trying to cover your whole life situation. Something. So that will be a better to save the time. That's one suggestion I can give you. But I'm not supposed to give suggestion as a general evaluator. I can only give suggestions to the evaluator. But the evaluator has done his job properly. There is no problem. So, but the one thing is, as far as your speech is concerned, I heard this speech a bit late because I am already, actually, in fact, I am 3 months senior to you by age. So for me, it is too senior, too old to become another, trying to become a millionaire, I think. So, but what to do? Maybe in the next life or mine. Hope springs eternally in human heart. So I can look forward to some time. So, but wonderful speech. I really thoroughly enjoyed your energy and enthusiasm. And what came out to me in your speech, particularly because I'm not supposed to evaluate, but I'm tempted to speak because your eagerness to help the younger generation, how to come up in life, what you should not get disheartened by setbacks and how you should take care of it. That has really, that message has gone to all of us. Anyway, for some persons it's too late, but otherwise, it's welcome. Yeah, all of you. So let's give a round of applause to both the Toastmasters. There was the last speech was L2P3 speech titled Speak Up, delivered by Toastmaster Shreya Rao and evaluated by Toastmaster Apoorva. Can I have your evaluation now?
Do you know what they call people who listen to you and give you advice? Mentor. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. And my target speaker, Toastmaster Shreya in particular. Today I'll be evaluating you in 3 portions: where you excelled at, where you have to work on, and where you have to challenge yourself. As soon as you came on the stage, you kept the lectern side and you started off. And as soon as you came on stage, I could make out that you were very, very comfortable on the stage. I think the last meeting, you taking up the role of the MC and winning the ribbon has almost given you a newfound confidence, which was very evident with your body language and your comfort level on the stage today. I felt you were more calm, and I didn't find that you were tense or anything. You were very, very confident. Coming to your intro, you started with this little story of your brother and the sharing bit and what your dad explained. There was humor in it, so that was a great start. And you also explained about your dad being the first mentor of your life. All through your speech, there was humor, all here and there. I strongly believe that humor is a great tool to keep the audience constantly hooked to your speech, or else the attention level is very, it's lost very quickly. So that was a great bit. And again, you also mentioned about Toastmaster Shiva being your mentor. His constant guide and support is given all through the way. Everything was very, adhering. You felt it was really nice. The person's story was it was great. Coming to where you have to work on, I felt you were too excited today, maybe because you're too comfortable. There was constant movement, after every word you were like this. That I felt it was a little too much. So that maybe because you were so excited to come on stage after the last meeting, that maybe that movement you could be avoided. And also, maybe you should slow down on the speed. I felt here and there you were very quick, especially at the end, like when you were ending the sentence. I felt it was too fast. I kind of missed out on a few words. And also, since your voice is a little low, I know you gave a whole speech about it, telling that it's such a difficult task for you. But still, somewhere, few words I kind of missed. And it maybe you should slow down. You took 6 minutes 17 seconds. Maybe you can slow down with the same number of words. You can slow down. You still had a lot of time. So that is where you have to challenge. I feel you need to speak a little louder and slow down. That is the challenge. And where you have to work on is a little movement. And also the statement you made, it should be a little more louder. You know, people should feel that it is a statement. The mentoring statement, the first person is. That is where you have to also work on. Thank you and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Apoorva, for the great evaluation. I entirely agree with what you said. In fact, though I have never evaluated Shreya anytime, but I evaluated also every time, because every meeting I have to be telling only one point to her, make you speak louder. But that's why when she spoke, speak louder, everybody was telling she was looking at me. So I felt a bit guilty, but I think Prabhakara also must have told her the same thing. But one thing today I came to know that you have really come up a long way. Very powerful, your speech I could hear. Of course, thanks to again today, last week I have gone to Bangalore, I put on a new ornament in the ear. So now I become more powerful to listen to Shreya also, or anybody for that matter. Just joking. So, but you have really come up a long way. I like the word, but she had a point in telling that we not only in this speech, for everybody in general, I can tell that one of the fundamental mistakes most of us make is when you speak a sentence, the last two words or something we taper off, and that we escape, and often that word is a punched word which is required in sentence, so the whole meaning of the sentence gets lost. So you should complete that. The same lesson we learn in music also. Until the last note, it has to be in the same energy what you start with. That is one thing that applies to speech also. We have to maintain that same lesson. That is what one lesson I think what she has told is the right thing. You can try to practice it. But I really like your sense of humor and comfort, the way you taught and everything. Speak just like what our icebreaker, what you heard. It came from your heart. That makes it so much powerful and so reachable to the audience. Great speech and great evaluation by Apoorva. Let's give both of them a big round of applause. Now let's get the report from the role takers. First, the timer, Toastmaster Jia. Can I have your report?
Thank you, GE. Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests present here. So my timer's report goes like this. The meeting commenced at 6:20 p.m. The business session went on for 1 minute 39 seconds and the time allotted was 3 minutes. Sergeant at Arms Toastmasters Chetan has taken 3 minutes 30 seconds, but the time allotted was 3 minutes. Presidential address went on for 4 minutes 44 seconds and the time allotted was 5 minutes. Introduction of Toastmasters of evening went on for 22 seconds and the time allotted was 1 minute. Report on previous meeting was taken 2 minutes 22 seconds, but the time allotted was 2 minutes. Master of Ceremonies, Master of Ceremonies has taken 10 minutes 59 seconds and the time allotted was 10 minutes. This also includes the introduction of the role takers. And table topic session, overall table topic session was taken 16 minutes 25 seconds and the individual report has been put up on the board and the time allotted was 20 minutes. Coming to the speakers, first speaker Toastmasters Bhavana has taken 5 minutes 43 seconds and the time allotted was 6 minutes. Second speaker Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa has taken 11 minutes 27 seconds but the time allotted was 9 minutes. Third speaker Toastmaster Shreya has taken 6 minutes 17 seconds and the time allotted was 7 minutes. Coming to the evaluation session, first evaluator Toastmaster Chetan has taken 2 minutes 10 seconds and the time allotted was 3 minutes. Second evaluator Toastmasters Prashant has taken 2 minutes 3 seconds and the time allotted was 2 minutes. Third evaluator Toastmaster Apoorva has taken 3 minutes 32 seconds. The time allotted was 3 minutes. And the general evaluator as of now has taken 14 minutes 36 seconds. Thank you and back.
Thank you for that detailed report. As always, I am the culprit now. I have taken all the 14 minutes of your precious time. Nevertheless, you have to keep up with the some of the flip side of the Toastmasters. You have to bear with the general evaluator. One thing I liked about Jia's role was he explained in the beginning what the importance of timekeeping is, and that's one thing really great. And the only thing is, still she told about 9 minutes, only one error he made. It's still 7 minutes only. We'll go back to Veerabhadrappa's speech. It was now not 9 minutes, 7 minutes only, but he has taken 11 minutes. So because of some miscommunication or misunderstanding on his part, not deliberately. So let's give a round of applause to our next. Let me get the report from Grammarian Toastmaster Vaishnavi.
Hello all, good evening. I'll be giving the report. So yesterday I was talking to my friend who shifted to London recently. He called me to ask how to make Uppit, and I forgot to ask him to mention salt. Forgot to ask him to put salt in Uppit because it was obvious. Today I would just like to say you are not the salt Uppit, you're the entire Uppit, guys. I had an amazing time evaluating all of you today. So to the Uppit, this is the report, and the good usages today was penultimate, ball of bugs, that's alliteration, it was really good. Deep dive, Shakespearean fluency, flair for books, shifting gears, drew a line, burnt, midnight oil, COVID crept in, back down, respectfully direct, virtue, sense of purpose, intriguing, intuitive to the T, picturesque, captivating, caught our eyes, immaculate. The not so good usages were pursuit for should be pursuit of something, and it's pronounced as entrepreneur. And one of the best organizations should be one of the best organizations. Honest, in which H is silent. Agree for that is agree to that. You are the people to you are the person. 2 crores as corruption is 2 crores as bribe. Refuse using thing after every phrase. Generally when we're talking, let's refuse using the word thing after every phrase. Be integrate is have integrity or be integral. Looking it is looking at it. Speak with is a very rare usage. So we use more of talk to than speak with. But whenever we are using speak with, you speak with, don't say speak to. There's a very, very big difference between these two phrases. Old times is olden times. Meet them up is meet up with them. Every audience is every member of audience. More calm should be calmer. The word of the day authentic was used by Toastmasters Latha, Toastmaster Varaprasad, DTM and U Bhat. In case I've missed somebody, please let me know. Have I missed anybody? Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vaishnavi, for that comprehensive grammarian role. Actually, I think even new grammarian has arrived in the club. So I can see from a comprehensive report. I think keep it up. I think we are looking for such. I think we should take up this role more often as a probably Astan grammarian in future. Our next is the R counter by Toastmaster Latha. Your report.
Good evening once again. I will be presenting the R counter report for meeting number 1282 with the theme Artificially Intelligent. Starting off with Sergeant-at-Arms Toastmaster Chetan. As in the role of Sergeant-at-Arms, he was flawless. Our President Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma had 1 hour. Toastmaster of the Toastmaster Varaprasad had 2 hours. Timer Toastmaster Jia had 4 hours. Toastmaster Latha, the R counter, had 2 hours. Grammarian Toastmaster Vaishnavi had 6 hours. PP Evaluator Toastmaster DTM K Prabhakara was flawless. Coming to the prepared speeches, speaker number 1, Toastmaster Bhavana, had 2 hours, 1 and she had repeated word stuff. And that was her. That was that she had 2 R's, 1 and repeated word stuff. Evaluator for Toastmaster Bhavana, that is Toastmaster Chetan, had 1 R and he repeated words if and the crutch word . Speaker number 2, Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa, he had repeated words thing and this thing. He repeated quite often in his speech. The evaluator to Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa, that is Toastmaster Prashant, had 3 R's and he had his crutch word you know, was repeated quite often. Speaker number 3, Toastmaster Shreya, she had 3 and her crutch words was her crutch word which was repeated very often. And evaluator to Toastmaster Shreya, that is Toastmaster Apoorva, had 6 R's and repeated words were like, I felt, which was repeated very often. Now coming to the table topics, the table topic master Toastmaster Mohnish was flawless. Speaker number 1, Toastmaster Avik, had 1 R. Speaker number 2, Toastmaster Sakshi, had 1 R and her repeated words were whatever. Speaker number 3, Toastmaster Rachana, had 1 R and 3 and there were 2 pauses. And for Toastmaster Sakshi also, there was 2 pauses over there. Toastmaster Gajendra, speaker number 4, had 1 pause and repeated crutch word was actually. DTM K Prabhakara was flawless. Toastmaster Akshay had 1 R and 2 pauses. Toastmaster Madhusudan had 3 R's and DTM U Bhat was flawless. Now general evaluator, DTM U Bhat as a general evaluator has till now 7 R's and the repeated words were week after week, what and so. Thank you.
Thank you, our counter, Latha, because now I am satisfied that I am still holding the record for the Mangam number pass. That's a big relief. Anyway, joke apart, coming to the table topic session, we had a wonderful table topic session by Mohnish Mane. He was all the time we are listening to as a table topic respondent. He used to give some of the wonderful responses. Today he was on the other side in the lecture, and he has selected nice topics, particularly connected with artificial intelligence. And most of the responses were so nice. I felt it had some level in all the responses. Particularly like K Prabhakara's response and one by Avik on artificial intelligence. Like many, so really nice. So wonderful job done. I like the way you introduced the topic also, importance of table topics, everything you covered. And you also made some transitions also from topic to topic, connected from what the other person talked. Very nice job done. Let's give a round of applause to our table topic master. Coming to our master of ceremony, and I think I will do two more roles I have kept. Parliamentary procedure evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster K Prabhakara. You are not given your report, sir.
Finally, it has proved that he has intelligence. Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. There was, I would say, decorum was properly, squarely maintained on one ground that there was no entry, exit during the meeting when it's taking place. But I would say also that I certify that there was nothing on sex, religion, politics. Nobody spoke on that topic or used any such words associated with that. But one other suggestion I have in this particular context, when the speaker was under the impression of the time allotted in one case is 9 minutes, I have to go back to the source as to how it happened and how it can be prevented. It is from that perspective I am going to tell now. The agenda of the meeting shows under that heading 9 minutes. The 9 minutes is total. The total should come to the end. And the beginning, the speech is 7 minutes, 1 minute for introduction, 1 minute for this. Total 9 minutes should come to the last. So agenda format may be changed so that nobody is misled, even by mistake. So let's say that should be ruled out. So it's a system improvement I'm talking about, and that can be brought up. But otherwise, it was an excellent meeting. It was, I felt that the meeting was almost ideal as far as the structure is concerned. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, K Prabhakara, for that input. So with that, I'm coming to the last person, Master of Ceremony. Sir, you had, first of all, the topic was about artificial intelligence. What I liked was you did it in an introduction by innovative way, by creating an artificial voice of yours on the stage. So that's how I get fooled. I think we have been experiencing it off and on in our YouTube and other places also now. Wonderful introduction. And you talked about artificial intelligence briefly. And what I liked about your role was, first of all, you were well dressed for the occasion. That's what I look for. Look at him next time, or me also. Because though I'm not this type, probably not matching so much, but it's okay. So that's what it is. But you've got a powerful voice, and the way you explain everything is wonderful. It came out very well, and you explained the session, the importance of that, and 3 sessions. And only one suggestion I can give for not only for you, for anybody trying to take a Master of Ceremony role, is at least the Toastmasters, number of Toastmasters and clubs, and that should be in our mind all the time. Even if I wake you up at night, 12 o'clock, you should be immediately say about October 22nd, 1924, and last Christmas, California, and that kind of thing. You should have a number of clubs and all that. That's one thing I should say. And even the same thing for you, the challenge for you as a Master of Ceremony is regarding introductions also. What I do is I don't look for this in introduction. You should have the introduction to the speaker or to anybody for that matter, as though you know him for that 1,000 years. So often you should be able it by heart beforehand and be prepared and give it with as though you know that person. That's how the introductions have to take place. That will give that much power. But otherwise, you are a great Master of Ceremony, I see, with the presence behind the lectern and doing the wonderful job today. I think it deserves a big round of applause for the amazing job. Overall, probably this is one of the finest sessions I have witnessed for quite some time now. I think we are what our president was aiming at to improve the quality, as they had told in the last time this year also. I think he is achieving it. That's what I find. And this personal involvement is there in that. That's what I can see, because that's how it is. And you talked about in your speech about AI ultimately is actually intelligent. That is a catchword ultimately said. But recently I read one WhatsApp message or something. Some US mall. They are modernized, and now you don't have to tell what you bought and all. There's no checking. You have to just tell them what is that. Automatically it will be built. So much time is saved in that. So they did. Then they said it is based on AI. It has been done. Then somebody told about how artificial intelligence can work on that. No, you have not understood this. Actually, it is something different. They outsourced it to some Indian company. That surprising, all the cameras that is transferred. Somebody is sitting in the call center somewhere is watching. Somebody is stealing something around that. They said that actually the theft has come down over the years, over the few months after this new system was introduced. They said this AI is working. Then they said that the AI is not artificial intelligence. It is actually Indians. That's what AI is about. So with that thought, I think back to Mr. President.
Master of Ceremony.
Master of Ceremony, I think I've covered all it.
Hand over back.
Handing over, sorry.
Thank you, DTM U Bhat, for that wonderful, humorous, as usual, bring an energy to all the evaluations. I know many times you intentionally introduce some mistakes to bring it, so that's thanks for it. See, it reminds me one thing I keep hearing, it is Shraddhavan Labhate Jnana. This is one favorite Sanskrit sloka which in my Bhagavad Gita, which I repeatedly hear. I can just say, wow, what an authentic session today. Actual intelligence to intellects to innocence in the speech to humorous and a great learning. If I can look at what are the takeaways for me, it's a great learning, including all the sessions from the speeches to the table topic, the evaluation. One thing I would like to reiterate, which has also happened in the past, in the past, the people, we can have two kind of approaches. We can resist the change always, or we can make the best use of the change to emerge as the best of that time. Because time always evaluates, as we heard in one of the table topic, like how we can create a ladder to move up, and then how the next generation look at it. So you can choose to sit on any side, but my recommendation, if you look at the history, those who took advantage and make best use of the trending and technology can emerge and create an impact into the society and creating a ladder which can take you up together. So with this, thank you very much, and I would like to invite President TAPG.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Varaprasad. Hello, Meconians, we are back. That is all I have to say. And somehow it has coincided with DTM K Prabhakara coming back to our meetings. Just a coincidence. Okay, so this is all you want as the president of the club, right? Members putting in efforts, people who have not taken up roles coming up. So many of you today, I saw the role takers, you don't even know each other's names, right? So please do attend the meetings more often. That is the best way to get the benefits of being a member, and get to know the people around you, so that at the last moment you don't have to mispronounce somebody's name. So with that, let us get straight away into the winners of today's meeting. I have 19 responses, so that covers most people in the room. Starting off with the best role taker, TAPG. Okay. I don't know whether my toothpaste has salt or not, but the U Bhat definitely has salt in it. And people come and go, but the position of Astan Grammarian remains constant. It goes to our Grammarian Toastmaster. Best role taker, MTG. Okay. This man has done it a million times by now, and I truly believe, if you can give advice and almost make it seem like you're not giving advice, you're just having fun, then there's no better way to do it, and this man is the master of it. It goes to our general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster, U Bhat. One of the best table topic speaker for today. This man actually, he received the perfect topic. It was for him. He actually has no fear when he comes to the lecture. And I hope, if without fear he goes and does not go and crash into some other vehicles. Because who will listen? Then who will be there to give these wonderful speeches? It goes to Toastmaster Gajendra.
Repeat that what?
Best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Gajendra. The best evaluator for today. At the last moment today, we had one of our evaluators back out. And this man, not only is he the acting sergeant today, he also took up an evaluation slot. And not just that, I remember he evaluated an icebreaker a couple of weeks back, and he felt he was a bit too harsh. Today he was extremely comforting, and he did an amazing job as the evaluator. It goes to Toastmaster Chetan. And the best speaker for today. I've seen this person speak a few times here at the lectern, and every time it used to be probably 100 words max. There was a limit because she would only take up table topic responses or TAPG roles. But today, she has taken our meeting room by storm. She has introduced herself in style, and the way she has spoken, I can see that this is a star in the making. It goes to the person who's delivered her very first speech today, Toastmaster Bhavana. Congratulations to all the winners, and I'd just like to remind all our members, we have a wonderful contest coming up next week. It will be a very exciting session. No regular speeches, evaluations, nothing like that. It's a completely different meeting. So a lot of you new members here, you will definitely have a good experience there. And one more request, if you're a role taker or you're a regular member, please do come a bit earlier to our meeting room so that we can start bang on time at 6:50. So with that, please continue networking downstairs once you're done here. And I close meeting number 1280.